guys, welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we're looking at the Euro, British Pound. Before we get started, just go visit my website. I've got some analysis that's there from the weekend, and also the COT reports that I've been updating. It's there for you to download in the resource tab, and there's also a lot more other videos that you can look forward to watching. Let's get stuck into it. On the monthly time frame on the Euro GBP, what we see is, we scroll out a little bit and just minimize it. You can see that currently price is in this consolidation phase, the range. It's ranging in this market. This market is ranging. It's inside. It's not breaking out of this consolidation as yet. It's been in this consolidation phase since, where was this? Entering in it 2016. So on a bigger scheme of things, price have been bouncing up and down in those areas. Now let's expand it a little bit more. So just by expanding it, and with that consolidation phase, we know that, over here is big liquidity, and also there's some huge liquidity that's lying at the top here. So it's price have been trying to hunt it. It's not breaking through these areas there. Let's call it support and resistance areas. So, so on the monthly time frame, we can see again price being at the bottom here. It's not breaking through that area as yet. It's tapped it now for the second time. It's giving hints of wanting to move up, but again, it's the beginning of the month. So let's see what happens with that. Let's drill down to the weekly time frame. Okay, what do we see on the weekly time frame? Again, you see this area. Let me just draw this. Right there. We need price to break through this bottom area here, and then just make it to the top and over here. So this is a small range that price is also in. Price came down, hit the bottom here as a low, came up to the top, made a high, came down, retesting this low area. So currently, we expecting seeing this bounce, and if this is a very strong area, a low area, this is expected of price to start moving to the upside. But again, you just don't just predict what the market is doing, rather react to what it's doing. Is what I always say. It's just as easy. The price can just shoot down and then from here on break and bounce down. So that said, let's move on to the daily time frame quickly. Let's have a look at what it says here on the daily, or what the chart shows us on the daily time frame. Expanded it a bit too much. There we go. Doesn't help me doing it bigger than normal. So what I see here is, you can see this trend line. Okay, let's call it a trend line over here. I know that, it has been broken, but again, if you look at it, this trend line has been tested multiple times in the past. Came up, broke it, came back into this trend line, and it's just been, tapping it the whole time. Let's just have a look here. If I just make a copy of that trend line, you can almost say, let's do it like this. But again, we are more concerned about price at the bottom here. So let's round about there. A little bit too high. I'll fix it now. Come on, there we go. So we need price to break this. So, and in price action, This is also a formation. So basically what's going to happen is either, this is a scenario obviously, either price is going to break through this trend line again, come back to retest it, and then bounce to the upside or make its move to the upside. And this is now obviously what is expected of price to do. And again, easily price can, because like we said, the beginning of this day candle, actually I looked at this morning, and this daily candle was still here at the bottom, so it haven't touched it yet. So when I looked at this morning, I actually thought it might just break above it, but again price came up and retraced a little bit for the day. But again, price can just as easily bounce down again to this bottom here, make its move again to the upside and then break, or even do this there, break down to that downside. Okay, so again, there's lots of scenarios can happen. Do not just predict it, react rather. So what I'm also going to show you is another thing that I'm expecting price to do is obviously from the high to the low. And I definitely, if price breaks, this is definitely a key area to look out for. This is also a previous area of resistance, and it falls nicely in the 62%. So if and whenever price breaks, I'm definitely expecting price to reach that level and even higher. And again, this is forex, so don't expect price. Yes, it can happen as it did over here. That can happen, just a quick break to the upside. It's obviously possible, but again, we've got a little bit of resistance over here, so I'm expecting price to break, retest, and then shoot up to the upside. So again, guys, just don't, what I wanted to say is just don't place any buys as soon. Like I said this morning, price came and it went up, and I thought it was going to break. But again, you don't, as soon as price goes past this trend line, don't just enter a buy. Wait until it closes, and this is a good example of it, because like I said, price came up, and it went past that trend line as we saw there. Again, this is a daily candle, just expand it a little bit, and you can see this is a daily candle, so it went up, went past it. A lot of guys will just enter because they see the break. It's not a break yet. Wait until the candle closes, especially on the time frame that you are in and the time frame that you're analyzing. You obviously don't just enter on the daily as well. Drill down, even if you want to keep this trend line up here, but drill down to your 4 hours and your 1 hour and just go do your analysis there as well. But on the daily time frame, this is what I'm seeing, and but again, I go down to a lower time frame, and that is where I do my entries. Hope you guys enjoy this. And talking about the low time frames, I want to show you guys how I do my entries on the lower time frames. So I'm definitely going to be making a video on that. So yeah, this is just, all these videos and all these analysis that I'm making, this is all higher time frames. So and it gets very interesting on the lower time frames as well. So just be sure to hit that notification bell, and just when I release that video, you guys can check that out. So guys, just like this video, comment in the comment section, just let me know if there's any other pairs you want me to have a look at and analyze, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far, and you guys happy trading, guys.